Well, hello there. Isn't it a wonderful day? Now, I'm waking up to the news that Donald Trump's trial, where he was convicted, is all been a sham. The far left in America, or Democrats as they're called, was so desperate to get Donald Trump on whatever charge they could get him on. This is all the way from Hillary Clinton's Russian collusion scam that she didn't get punished for. If you go back even further, Bill Clinton had lots of sexual offences that he committed, and he never got punished once for those. Remember Monica Lewinsky? No, I don't suppose you do, but that was a long time ago. That all got hushed up. And then we have all the other offences that have been caused. Now, Joe Biden, his son is up in court. He won't get sent to prison because he's the president's son. Now, it looks like they're beginning to set him up to be pardoned in court. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. What we're here to talk about is the mistrial that happened against Donald Trump. The mainstream media have had a field day. They're absolutely loving it when they call him a convicted felon running for the presidency. They're gloating like crazy. But what they don't realise is that the people on the ground falsifying this court case have now been caught out. They weren't good enough to falsify it so that no one could see. Now, this is what I understand has happened. Not only did they escalate a misdemeanor to a felony charge without following the proper legal proceedings, they also tried the proceedings in New York, where there is a 99% disapproval rating for Donald Trump. And what we're finding out now is that it's going to be labelled a mistrial because one of the jurors sent a message to his cousin, who then posted on social media saying that Donald Trump was going to be convicted before the jury's decision had been made. Now, how crooked is that? Now, it doesn't matter if you like Donald Trump. I know some people hate him and some people like him, but you've got to put that aside and look at the details of the case. Now, was it a fair trial? I don't think so. In my personal opinion, I don't think it was. And as we're finding out now, that it's a complete farce and a complete mistrial and a waste of your resources in America. Now, I know we don't, I'm not an American, I don't live there, I've got no say in what happens, but it's strange, isn't it, how they're spending so much time and energy to stop Donald Trump from getting back in power. Now, as we're finding out now, that the election was rigged and votes, they're supposed to have a photo record of every single vote, and there are thousands of records missing or in fact never actually were there in the first place. So how can you have a missing record when it was never there, but it was still counted? So yes, I do believe that the election was rigged so that Donald Trump wouldn't get in. It didn't matter about whether Biden got in or not. It was just they were doing it so that Trump wouldn't get in. And as you know, Trump hasn't started a war. In his 4 years in office, he didn't start a single war. Now what's happening now is they're so desperate to get him inside is that they're stalling for time, so when they do go to war with Russia over this Ukraine thing, they can turn around and say, oh, we're in the middle of a war now, we can't have a presidential election. And that's the same thing that's happening in the UK at the moment. Richie Sunak knows that there's going to be a war soon, and he doesn't want the Conservative Party to be labelled a war merchant. But as we know, things ain't all that simple, are they? We've got Richie Sunak, who literally gave two fingers up to the great British veterans who fought in World War II. As we're finding out with D-Day, the 80th anniversary of D-Day is that he wasn't really paying attention, he wasn't really interested in showing respect to our veterans and our fallen heroes. And of course, we've now got Joe Biden, who defecates himself in the middle of a televised presentation. And there's Macron covering for him by leaping all over the stage, while Joe Biden's got dirty underpants on. Yeah. Anyway, so that's enough of me rambling on for a Saturday morning. See you all on the next one.